on NBA 2K TV. We're hanging out with Bill Simmons.
If you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Then we fill you in on this week's neighborhood events and drops.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Thank you for joining us. Tonight, the Utah Jazz squaring off against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've started the season on an extremely upbeat note, winning 8 of their first 9 games. They've been solid in just about every aspect. And the trend continues, Shaq. Some first-round rookies being asked to play big roles early on.
You know, player development has changed quite a bit. You know, the organization fans, we want immediate returns now.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on these young players, Ernie, when they're coming into the league. Some rise to the occasion, but others fold under the weight of their expectations.
That'll do it for us for now. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at the Lakers. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, there's the Jazz. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Caruso in at the 1. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Jay Crowder out there with Tatum. James outside. Well, the one thing I love seeing in these early games, seeing the wrinkles that the stars have added, the new technique or the new move they've added, Doris, during their games they played over the summer.
It feels, Kevin, like if you are not improving over the summer in the NBA, you are falling behind. Case in point, right, is the big men in the NBA. Look at guys like Brook Lopez and Marc Gasol, now able to stretch their game out to three-point territory. So important to keep growing.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Drills the three-pointer.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
LeBron against Tatum. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Kuzma. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Good on the bucket.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's LeBron. He had 34 points in the win against Portland. To the middle. Shoots from 14. Offensive rebound. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Here's Conley. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Houston. And here's Tatum for three. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Kuzma. He had 10 points in the win against Portland.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
On the wing, James. Kuzma against Crowder. McGee trying to break free. Kicks it out to James. Goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Free throw good, LeBron. And James drills them both. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Conley, the pass to Tatum. The three. The putback. It's good on the putback. He's got 6.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Caldwell Pope outside. Kuzma kicks to James. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Kuzma against Crowder. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by the Lakers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Kuzma pulls it in.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Caruso, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Tatum dishes to Crowder. Mitchell outside. Yep, it counts. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
We're talking 6'3", 215 pounds, so that is a big-sized guard. He can operate on the interior.
Gosh, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Trying to get open is Crowder. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Jason Tatum's form is pure on the catch and shoot. So nice.
James, that's a two-pointer. Here's McGee, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
Crowder against Kuzma. Shoots over Crowder. Here's McGee, and it's McGee slamming it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Tatum. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Here's LeBron. Here's McGee. He sinks the 11-footer. He has 7.
Assist goes to LeBron James.
And the Jazz with possession here. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Second shot opportunity comes up empty down low.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Crowder. Bogdanovich comes in for Jason Tatum. And George Hill's subbed in for Mike Conley. Cook the pass to Cousins. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Lakers, #1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Down low, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And it's Cook missing. Jazz leading by 7. Inside. No good on the shot. Nice D from Cousins. L.A.'s gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And that's Nance Jr.'s go-to move. This guy doesn't mess around when he gets that kind of position.
Now Hill. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. From the top of the key. Second chance shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense is trying to rough him up a bit.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think #1, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it.
At the line for 2.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Here's Watford. And no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Pass to Bogdanovich. They grab their own miss.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Wow, big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Jazz leading by 5. The pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Porter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Cousins. Pass to Cook. Over Johnson. Good work defensively by Johnson.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's Clarkson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
1:21 left in the first. Outside Hill. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Watford. Passes to Cousins. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
So it's the Jazz now. It's a 5-point game. Kavanaugh, the pass to Bogdanovich. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Some changes for the Lakers. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Cousins. And Curry subbed in for Cook.
Well, no hesitation from Bogdanovich in the catch-and-shoot situation. Beautiful.
And the pass to Clarkson. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Jazz leading by 7. On the wing, Hill. He's covered by Clarkson. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Porter kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. The rebound by Watford. Three-pointer. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Utah Jazz bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Rajon Rondo. Larry Nance out there with Anthony. Then there's Seth Curry. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Nance, right side. Anthony, left side. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Hill against Rondo. The drive by Hill, and he makes that one. Hill's got his first points of the night.
I like when George Hill goes to the floater. That is not an easy shot, but he's worked on it.
Hill against Curry. Outside Rondo. Back to Nance. Johnson with the block. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Hill. Takes a three. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Hill's got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz.
Yeah, this guy takes a ton of three-pointers. George Hill is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Here's Rondo. Knocks down the 10-footer.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Johnson, the pass to Kavanaugh. And Hill has it in the corner. Here's Johnson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second chance points.
For the Jazz, Jay Crowder's checked in for Bogdanovich. Jason Tatum comes in for Michael Porter. And Mike Conley subbed in for Hill. To the paint, here's McGee. He's off on that one. And it's Utah the other way. Goes up with a stripe and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Jazz lead by 13. Kuzma against Crowder. And Kuzma slams it in.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Here is Conley. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Tatum kicks to Crowder. Conley feeling it out. Great tee that time from Curry.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
That one good for two. Anthony's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Kavanaugh, the pass to Tatum. To the inside. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Crowder's got his second basket.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Kuzma. His three-pointers off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lakers trail by 13. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Kuzma's got 5.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
The kick out to Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's Kuzma penetrating. Pass to McGee. Now here's Curry. Deflects the pass. Now here's Kuzma. He's got 5. Clock at 6. The tray. Here's McGee. Out to Kuzma. Anthony finds Kuzma. A floater. It's good, and that's just his third make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Utah. There's the triple. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Caldwell Pope.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Another miss by Utah.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Kavanaugh, the pass to Tatum. Looking to get it going. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And Los Angeles with some changes. James comes in for Anthony. And it's Alex Caruso in for Seth Curry. So it's Utah now, leading by 5. Pass to Crowder. Shot clock at 5. A rebound by the Lakers. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Jazz leading by 5. Outside Conley. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Jazz with possession here. And that one, good. And that's now 11 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Passes it to Kuzma. Six on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Like, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Tatum against James. The pass to Caruso. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Utah leading by 5. And here is Conley. Nice D from Cousins.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Tatum, that's for two. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
LeBron against Conley. James right side. Caruso. And another three for the Lakers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Outside Conley. Tatum on the wing. James covering. Basket good. Tatum's got 6.
You have to be effective from anywhere on the floor if you're going to be elite. Jason Tatum, the in-between game, that's on point too, fellas.
And here's LeBron outside. Here's Cousins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Los Angeles, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Well, I think what we see sometimes with DeMarcus Cousins, your greatest strength can be your greatest weakness. When he uses his emotion to be aggressive and intimidating, you love it. He just has to stay under control.
Porter's checked in for the Jazz. Nancy's checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Utah leading. Mitchell outside. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 13.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Pass to Caruso. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Cousins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And there are a lot of reasons why Cousins is such a dominant force on the floor. You rarely see his combination of size and skill to it.
No question. This is a big man who has got incredible vision, great passing touch, great shooting touch. You think about it. This is a man who is impossible to move off his path because of his strength. So the combination of those 2 things is truly extraordinary.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich comes in for Tatum. And George Hills subbed in for Mike Conley. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity strip. These guys were practically automatic. 5th on the list, Michael Porter.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Here's LeBron. Cousins dishes to LeBron. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Wednesday, they'll start it on the road and play the Clippers in Los Angeles. 1:22 left in the first half of basketball. Porter kicks to Bogdanovich. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. And the Jazz making a change here. Conley's checked in.
Michael Conley.
1:10 left now here in the second. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
James, the pass to Cousins. James up top. Five on the clock. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. James has got 15.
This is where the defense says, uh-oh, because LeBron James is cooking.
Outside Conley. From deep three-point range, LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. For 3. The shot off that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Jazz. They lead by a bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those three-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside-in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what did you see from them?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. There.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Tatum out there with Jay Crowder. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. With some arc, and it's laid in by Conley. Conley's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Jazz.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Caldwell Pope outside. On the wing, James. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. For 3, Caldwell Pope. That one's not going to go. Now the Jazz take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Out to Conley. Tries again. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Kuzma passes to McGee. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Good D by James.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. And that'll be his third foul so far. 90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Conley, down to 5 on the shot clock. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal. Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
And that one, good. Conley's got 10 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Crowder with the steal. Now the dish to Mitchell. Pass to Tatum. Outside Conley. Kicks it to Mitchell. From past the arc. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop.
It's incredible to me, Kevin, how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer. He's a creator. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Outside Conley. Got a hand on it. It's good.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Over in the corner, Conley. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in. And now it's a 9-point Utah lead.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
LeBron against Tatum. And James throws it down.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Utah leading by 7. Conley finds Mitchell. Beyond the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
Here's Conley. 14 points for him. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Boy, plenty of time left on the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Tyler Kavanaugh, he's checked in for Utah. The Lakers on D, trailing by 5. Conley left side. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Down low, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, becoming better at setting up his teammates, and KCP delivers that pass on target.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Tatum. 8 points for him. Good. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
Offensive rebound, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers, #1. In third, the Jazz.
And you know what? These are two of those teams that just live off their transition game. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively because that's where they get the bulk of their offense.
Mitchell passes to Kavanaugh. Outside Conley. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. From 18 feet away, Kuzma pulls it in.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Anthony kicks to Caldwell Pope. It's good from long range. 6 points for him.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
For Utah, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Conley, the pass to Tatum. Mitchell outside. He kicks it to Conley. Johnson outside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. With the putback. Conley on the follow. Conley's got 12 points in just the second half.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
Curry looking around. Pass to Anthony. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, a strong finish there by Melo. He just powers it right past the D.
Jazz leading by 3. Right side Tatum. The rebound by the Lakers. Outside Curry. Now the pass to Kuzma. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. The Jazz go the other way with it.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Clarkson. Misses the 3.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
A jump hook, and that's good off the glass that time. 14 points for Jason Tatum.
This guy is skilled at getting the shot he wants inside. Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Here is Cook. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The 3. That one, no good. Nice D from Porter. Fades back, and again it's Utah.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here is Cook, guarded by Porter. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Cook.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
So it's the Jazz now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Johnson, the pass to Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Watford. Here's Cook. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Cook's got 5 points so far.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
To the middle. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cook looking it over. Here's Cousins. Got it. Good job in the low post. Cousins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, aggressive move by DeMarcus Cousins. He'll dish out more punishment than he receives, that's for sure.
46 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Tatum against Clarkson. And there's the bucket from Tatum. 18 points for him.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Back to Cook. We've got 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
Here's Tatum. 18 points for him.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong. And by that, Greg, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
3 seconds left. And Utah again with the bucket. Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Utah Jazz. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Lakers trail by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Larry Nance out there with LeBron James. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. Here is Porter. Pass to Tatum. And again, it's Utah.
Well, you know that Jason Tatum can score from any area on the floor. It's got to be a scary sight when this guy starts to get rolling.
LeBron against Porter. And the dunk by LeBron.
Huge bucket at the rim, and they cut into that lead. That's exactly where he likes to make his living.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. 6-point game. Jazz passing it around. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And Los Angeles guys shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's LeBron. Another shot. Here's Nance. Kicks to LeBron. Over Porter. And James gets it to go on the assist by Nance. 27 points for LeBron.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Outside Porter. This one for three. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And you already see the great range, a calling card of Porter's. Even back in high school, shot 47% as a senior.
Here is Cook. There's the pass to James. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Stop it. What can you do? James is so big and athletic that sometimes you have to foul him if you're on the defensive end.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Quinn Cook. Utah leading by 6. Guarded by McGee. Nance comes with the double team. Here's Bogdanovich. Caruso grabs the miss.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Dishes to LeBron. Out to the right wing. Here's McGee. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Porter finds Conley. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Mitchell outside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good powering through whatever the defense puts in his path.
Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Utah calls timeout.
You know what I love about Larry Nance Jr.? This guy came into the league as a tremendous athlete, but his skill set just keeps improving. The passing, the shooting, I love it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Conley gets the bucket. And a quality defender. Larry Nance doesn't need, Doris, the ball to impact the game.
No doubt, Kevin, because he's willing to rebound the ball out of his area. He's willing to be a high motor guy on the defensive end. His activity is always a big lift to this team.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from McGee. Conley with it. Mitchell gets to Conley. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. It counts, and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Nance. Free throw, no good for LeBron. Jazz leading by 5. Outside Conley. Mitchell outside. Outside Porter. The shot will not fall. Good D by James. Pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And Kevin, of all LeBron's championship characteristics, and there are many, his greatest may be his unselfishness.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The Jazz working the ball around now, and it's good for 2.
This guy just isn't missing today. I mean, what a day he's had from the field.
And his shooting is the only reason this game is as close as it is. He's been Mr. Reliable offensively.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Really good activity there in that pick and roll. Kuzma, a real strong sense for what he needs to do in those sets.
For Utah, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Porter finds Mitchell. A step-back shot here. And again, it's Utah.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
James looking around.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron, always looking to get to the charity stripes.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for LeBron. Jazz leading by 3. Now Mitchell. Pass to come. On the wing, Porter. He kicks to Mitchell. Fires for 3, and the Jazz another 3.
Well, the defense so concerned about the dribble drive ability of Donovan Mitchell, but boy, you better contest as well.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now here's Conley. D right on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Porter drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Pass to Caruso. Four on the clock. Kuzma, right side. Shoots over Crowder. Caruso kicks to James. Lets the 3 fly. Caruso, no good. James against Porter. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Tatum, he's checked in for Porter.
Substitution for Jason Tatum.
Tatum against James. Tatum's shot is off. Lakers trail by 6. LeBron passes to Caruso. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
That free throw, no good.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Jazz leading by 5. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Launches a 3. Utah getting another chance here. The A second chance effort. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Lakers trail by 8. Here's Caruso. Inside. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 10 points in just the second half.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Crowder finds Conley. Mitchell outside. The Jazz with another miss. Lakers trail by 4. Kuzma outside. To the wing right side. Here's Caruso. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
For Utah, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Mitchell passes to Conley. That one's off, still out of sync. L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lakers working the ball around now. And Kuzma slams it in.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him opportunities.
Utah has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the Jazz call time here. You look at James, what a contribution.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low, and with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The dish to Tatum. Kicks to Conley. Guarded by McGee. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's the pass to Caruso. All sorts of time. Again, the Lakers.
Boy, that's just great passing out of the double team. They had him bottled up, but he manages to create an easy basket out of all that pressure.
Now, here's Mitchell. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tatum kicks to Conley. McGee with the block. Caldwell Pope right side. A rebound by the Jazz. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Utah gets it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
At the line for your Jazz, number 41.
Gets the first. That brings them within 2 here. Good on both. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Tatum against James. And they double up James. To the paint. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 23 points.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to James. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from outside.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Conley. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
James against Tatum. Shot clock at 6. The drive by James, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 4. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Five-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Mitchell. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away. 2. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste, Greg. Not at this point in the game.
Conley with the 3. Off target from downtown. Can't cash in.
His defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. The spotlight's on you all the time. How do you kind of put that to the side and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we were able to get this win.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.